wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club.
I'm at the point where I just want to create my own playlist for the music for the Breakfast Club. Is that okay? Is there a way I can do that on like the iHeartRadio app? Like listen to the Breakfast Club and create my own music around it? I would like that. Is there any way?
Well, then people would go off listening to the Breakfast Club.
You still listening on the iHeartRadio app? Or you still a listener?
Why don't we just change music here and not say nothing?
Okay.
Oh, that would be good.
I'm fine with that too.
Just don't say nothing.
I'm fine with that.
Let's
do that.
Next time, just let us know. And whatever song you want to hear, we just play.
I'm fine with that.
All right. Well, let's get in some front page news. Good morning, Morgan.
Good morning, y'all.
Peace, Morgan.
Hey, y'all. Hey. So as you mentioned, MV, earlier, yes, the nation's former chief medical advisor, Dr. Anthony Fauci, was back on Capitol Hill yesterday for his first public appearance, his first public testimony since retiring from public service. Fauci insisted that he's always been open to the theory that COVID came out of a lab in Wuhan, China. House Republicans grilled Dr. Fauci on his response to the COVID pandemic and accused him of trying to cover up links to China because he helped fund experiments at the infamous Wuhan lab. Let's hear from Fauci.
No, it wasn't you. It wasn't what you were funding.
What I'm saying is that I cannot account, nor can anyone account, for other things that might be going on in China.
So Republicans say that the 6 feet apart social distancing recommendation by federal health officials was arbitrary and not based on science. Fauci insisted that the 6-foot guidance did not come from him, but the CDC, and he just merely repeated it. Now, Georgia Republican Marjorie Taylor Greene slammed Fauci for his guidance during the COVID-19 pandemic. Let's hear from her.
Children all over America were forced to wear masks. Healthy children forced to wear masks, muzzled in their schools. And then they were forced to learn from home because of your so-called science and your medical suggestions.
But this was nothing we've seen before. So how would somebody be prepared for something they never seen before?
But not muzzled, yo. It's so dramatic.
Muzzled, yeah,
exactly.
very dramatic.
I agree, MV. So yeah, but she was right. There was no science behind it. Which basically meant that there were no clinical trials to back up the fact that 6 feet will actually work, mask will actually work, things of that nature. So Fauci did say that public health officials will take a closer look at the cost-benefit ratio of things like vaccine mandates and, those type of guidances. But Republicans are are suggesting that Fauci attempted to evade public records laws, and they're demanding he turn over private emails and phone records. It's just kind of getting out of hand.
Well, let the record show down south elders and Caribbean elders had better remedies and ideas to stay healthy than they did. I could have made that up. Hey, somebody's sick. Stay away from them. Get as far away from them as you can. All right? If not as far away as you can, then 6 feet. But
didn't their leader
cover your mouth when you cough, or instead of your hand, use a mask.
But didn't the Republicans leaders say Clorox may work? Didn't he say that one time?
Oh, come on now, shut up.
But he did say that. But they going at Fauci. But
man, knock it off. Dr. Fauci is the actual doctor. You shouldn't be listening to Trump anyway. Trump, what are you talking about?
Trump is just the president. Because they're arguing with Dr. Fauci saying all the things that he did that was wrong, but their leader actually told people to take
Dr.
Clorox.
Fauci is the actual doctor that people were supposed to be listening to, him and the CDC. It has nothing to do with, you should have been listening to Trump. Trump should have been listening to them, actually. Actually, that's what he should have been doing. And remember when folks used to get in trouble for saying COVID came out of a lab in China?
Yes.
Remember when that used to be a controversial thing to say?
You get canceled.
Remember that?
Yes.
I hate it here. I really do.
Well, speaking of former President Trump, he will likely not have his election interference trial before the 2024 election. A Georgia appeals court is scheduling oral arguments in Trump's case to have Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis removed as the prosecutor. A notice sent to defense counsel shows the date is tentatively set for October 4th. A judge said her affair with former special prosecutor in the case was inappropriate and allowed for the appeal to proceed. So that one is a point for Trump in that regard. And new research shows that fathers are more at risk for issues later in life than men without children. Oh, y'all are dads, right? Research found later that heart issues, were particularly noticeable in men who became dads at 25 years of age or younger. The causes aren't really spelled out, but researchers suggest that the stress of parenthood could make it more difficult for men to maintain a healthy diet and healthy lifestyle and continue with exercise and things of that nature. The study is published in the AJPM Focused.
But I didn't become a dad until I'm 29, so I'm good.
Oh, I had my first one at 22, 23.
Nope.
Yeah, I'm in trouble.
I didn't have my first baby till I was 29 years old.
I had my first at 23.
Should be 16 this month.
All right. Well, that is front page news. Thank you, Morgan.
Thank y'all. See you next hour.
Yeah. All right. Everybody else, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, phone lines are wide open. Again, 800-585-1051. Get it off your chest. Call us up right now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up.
In the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning. How y'all doing?
How you feeling?
Good. What's up,
Peace,
girl?
Morgan.
We're all good. Yeah. So let's get into some crazy news this morning. The social platform X now allows pornography with some restrictions. Now, if you know, you know, to some extent, this is not new, but I'm not going to get too much into that. The Elon Musk-led company, formerly known as Twitter, shared an official update to its usage policies. It says you may share consensually produced and distributed adult nudity or sexual behavior, provided it's properly labeled and not prominently displayed. The update adds that X believes users should be able to create and share material with sexual themes as long as it's consensual. It calls it a legitimate form of artistic expression.
And don't complain about it if you're still on X, okay? Because that's what y'all love to do. Y'all love to complain about Elon Musk. Y'all love to complain about what's on X, but y'all steady over there letting them tweets fly. Are them X? Do they call them tweets still? Because it's not Twitter.
I don't even know.
They
I'm
call
not
them
even
tweets.
sure what you call them.
They call them X's.
It seems like they're having a problem with money if they're starting to do things like that. They want more
Just make
people
sure
to
your
go to the
kids
site.
are off of the app. That's
Yeah.
what the
That's what it seems like.
content.
I haven't been on X since 2018. If you see anything from me on X, that's my promo team posting stuff. I don't go over there.
Same.
Save the kids from X. Anyways, well, meanwhile, primary election season is still underway and voters will head to the polls in 5 states today. Primaries are being held in New Jersey, Iowa, Montana, New Mexico, and South Dakota. Montana Republicans will select their nominee to take on Democratic Senator John Tester, who's considered one of the most vulnerable Democrats in this election cycle because they are looking to fill more seats. Republican candidate Tim Sheehy was endorsed by former President Trump in February. In New Jersey, Congressman Andy Kim is expected to be embattled Senator Bob Mendez for the Democratic nomination for Senate, as Mendez is facing trial on federal bribery charges. Mendez, meanwhile, is reportedly trying to save his seat by running as an independent. That's your front page news. I'm Morgan Wood. Follow me on social at Morgan Media, and you can follow more news coverage at Black Information Network and BINnews.com.
All right. And the governor of Pennsylvania will be joining us, Governor Josh Shapiro.
That's right, Governor Josh Shapiro of Pennsylvania. He's doing some great things in Pennsylvania, especially around criminal justice reform, probation reform, his Clean Slate Act, a lot of different things, man. He's a man I think will be president one day, so I can't wait to talk to him.
All right, and we got a call show announcement when we come back, so don't move. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up.
In the morning.
The Breakfast Club.